Superstar traders, welcome back to EQ Markets Global YouTube channel, and this is where we share the weekly market outlook. Of course, you know how we do it. Every Monday we look at projections of certain assets for the week and how they're going to perform, and also we look at the economic calendar for the week and how it's going to be affecting the market within the week. All right, so we can have that on our fingertips and plan for the week ahead. And more so, stay tuned till the end of the video because I usually share some trade setups that I feel are going to fetch you money in the week. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go straight to the economic calendar. So for this week, Monday is void of all high impact expected news in the market. So 26th February, which is today, we are not expecting any very volatile news coming out from any of these countries, right? But from Tuesday, we have some consumer confidence and on also some other high impact news that are coming out from the US. Okay, pardon me. All right, that are coming out from the US. All right, of course, we have the durable goods orders. And then, of course, on Wednesday, we have the CPI for the Aussie. That's going to be 1:30 a.m. Nigerian time. And then, of course, by 2 a.m. still, we're going to be expecting official cash rate review, monetary policy statement that we'll be expecting from New Zealand, okay? And of course, that's going to be the Kiwi, okay? That's going to be affecting the Kiwi. So we will be looking up to the Reserve Bank of New Zealand for this monetary policy statement, but apparently from every indications and projections from economists, it is clear that the bank rate is going to remain at 5.5%, all right? Looking at what exactly we were having before. And then, of course, going forward on Thursday, we will be expecting some news here and there from Europe, the German prelim CPI, and then, of course, from Canada, we'll be looking at the GDP month on month. And, of course, we would also be looking at unemployment claims coming out from the US by 2:30 a.m. on Thursday, okay, on Thursday. And then, of course, we would be looking on Friday, manufacturing PMI, and, of course, manufacturing PMI both for the Chinese yuan and also for the United States dollar. So pretty much just a handful of high impact expected news here and there. Nothing so strong for us to want to put so much attention to. But next week Friday, hopefully, it's going to be NFP. So guys, get prepared. Let's flip some account again in NFP. All right, let's quickly go over and look at the dollar index. Of course, you know, I always like to look at the dollar index, although this week I will not be trading dollar pairs. Okay, for now, you know, for quite some time I've not been trading the dollar pairs, right? Perhaps because of the consolidation of the dollar and consolidation of the dollar pairs, right? So I've not been really trading dollar pairs for about 2 or 3 weeks right now. But let's still look at it because, of course, a lot of people, that's all they get to trade for the week, right? So for the dollar, right, for the dollar index, which is DXY, right, we see the dollar index on the weekly time frame. Of course, we see that the momentum is sitting well above the neutral zone, telling you that, look, there is still buying momentum on the dollar index, right? There's still buying momentum on the dollar index on the weekly time frame. And of course, we're expecting that, look, this particular liquidity resting here could be pushed. Okay, either it's going to be pushed or prices is going to find its way to that same liquidity zone, right? Which is somewhere around 106 or 107 thereabouts, right? It's currently trading at around 103.826. So that gives us an idea of what's going to be happening in the very long term. But then on the daily time frame, we've seen prices fall, but yet respecting a very simple trend line that exists within channels, okay, within these channels, okay. Now, watch this on the 4-hourly time frame. On the 4-hourly time frame, we've seen this particular trend line being respected. Of course, this is the same thing we used to trade CPI on the 13th, right? This is the same thing we used to trade CPI, right? We used to trade CPI. Where is CPI? Whoa, yeah, somewhere around here. This is the same thing we used to trade CPI and some other news that have existed within this time frame. And then, of course, this trend line has been respected here once, respected again a second time, and then respected again a third time. And prices is trying to make a bearish reversal, bearish retracement. I'll call it retracement, not a reversal, because prices is most likely going to continue to boom, right? And then, of course, on the daily time frame here, we've seen that, look, this is in a bearish dominant zone, but of course, there might be some form of consolidations or up and down here and there movement. And then, of course, the momentum is going to confirm, and then we would most likely see the prices get to rally. But for now, we're experiencing a little drop-off on the dollar. We're experiencing a little sell-off on the dollar, right? It probably would parade around the zone before having a massive bullish ride to the upside. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. So with that, we can now basically look at AUD USD or GBP USD and their likes based on what is going to be happening in the market. But like I said, since I'm not trading USD pairs this week, I would simply not worry myself too much to begin to analyze USD base pairs or USD code pairs, right? So quickly, let me go ahead to tell you certain assets that I'm currently trading, my bias and my trade setups for them, right? So I'll be starting with gold, all right? I'll be starting with gold. And of course, gold is already giving me the profit that I deserve for my analysis. Okay, so yes, guys, I'll be starting with gold. Gold is going bearish, just like I have always said last week, all right, that gold is going bearish. If you remember, I've always said that gold is going bearish, if you remember. So let me show you why I said gold is going bearish. So on the weekly time frame, let's quickly look at the weekly time frame. We've seen gold still portray some sort of bearish momentum, okay, playing around the bearish momentum zone. But then on the daily time frame, let's look at it. On the daily time frame, yes, gold is around the bullish momentum zone, but I am hoping it's going to confirm for a bearish movement, all right, especially given the fact that, look, we're expecting price of gold, all right, given the fact that we're expecting the price of gold to make its way all to this place here before we will be expecting bullish push all the way down to at least 1976, 1977. Remember, I've actually talked about that zone last week, yeah? And I was expecting bullish retracement. So the bullish retracement, of course, broke above my zone a bit, but right now I think it's willing to sell. So I'm expecting more bearish momentum to play out this week on gold. So going over to the 4-hourly time frame gives me an idea when to enter the market. So first, I have this little trend line channel that has been respected once and twice, and of course here once, again here a second time, right? So on the 4-hourly time frame, what we can see is simply this: we had momentum resting here, right? A lot of momentum was resting here, and of course that momentum was pushed, okay, as you can see, right? That momentum was pushed, sorry, liquidity rather, not momentum. The liquidity resting on this zone here was pushed. And then, of course, I am simply expecting that, oh, okay, if this liquidity truly is pushed, and then, of course, I'm expecting an impulsive move to, of course, close below this low here, right? And to cause a change of character, maybe a little retracement, and then prices fall back to 1977 thereabouts that I was actually talking about, right? So this exactly is what I am envisaging, or I am looking at, that is going to most likely happen on gold, okay? You can see that, right? So prices coming from here, right, cause a change of character, go back to the upside, and of course, drop, right? Now, the best way to want to trade it would have been for us to have waited, right? For us to have waited till we get the change of character before we look for the retracement, the corrective move to enter the market. But that notwithstanding, applying retail strategy right now, I can see a bearish confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame. Can you see that as well, right? I can see a bearish momentum confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame. And of course, because of that, I'll be going into the market. price is playing at around my significant area, which is on the trend line. And then, of course, I have my confirmation on the 4-hourly time frame. So I am taking this all the way to the downside. Now, let me give you the parameters very quickly. Let me give you the parameters that you can work with, right? Based on what I can see, right? Let me give you the parameters. So you can have your stop loss a little above this liquidity zone here, right? You can have your stop loss a little above that liquidity zone. And then, of course, we can have a major take profit here, all right? Although I'm expecting my price to come down to somewhere around here, giving us 1:, all right, sorry, giving us 1:, around 4.8, right? 4.82 RR, okay? But then, of course, we know we're going to be applying some more strategies. Now, if you're scared and prices comes down to at around 2016.688, please close out your trade. At least that would be 1:1.5, okay? That would be 1:1.5 RR. I think you can close out your trade, okay? So stop loss is at 2042.96. Our entry is at the current market price, which is 2032. And of course, our first major take profit is at 2016.688. And then the main take profit I'm looking at is 1978.351, right? That's for gold. Quickly, let me also give you my bias on AUDNZD. Remember, I talked about AUDNZD last week, and of course, AUDNZD gave us a very good profit. Although it cleared out our stop loss before we could even take the trade, but this is what happened on AUDNZD. All the three take profits were effectively cleared out. So apparently this is our third take profit, right? 1.06226, all right? And that zone today was effectively cleared out. Guys, so I'm going to take this off, right? I left this trade to continue to run because I knew that it was going to be buying, right? So I had to leave it to continue to run. There was no option for it. So even if it cleared out my stop loss, I took away my stop loss completely, right? And had to manage the trade manually, all right? So my new bias on AUDNZD, all right? My new bias on AUDNZD, sorry about that. My new bias on AUDNZD is that, hey, look, AUDNZD had effectively cleared out the these stops here, right? That effectively cleared out these zones here that were serving as resistant areas, okay? And of course, there was liquidity here that was pushed, if you can see on the 1-hourly time frame. There was liquidity here that was simply pushed and then went on to cause a change of character. I'm expecting this impulsive move, of course, caused a lot of imbalances. So I'm expecting a retracement back into any of these zones, and then I'm going to take my buy trade. Now, those zones, you probably may be asking why those zones, all right? So you see that clearly on the 15 minutes time frame, all right? The liquidity resting here, sell side liquidity was pushed, okay? And then, of course, we had the change of character here. And of course, if prices is going to come back, I'm hopefully expecting prices to come back into the other block that caused the change of character, all right? And apparently, this is the other block. So I'm going to be expecting to please have my my entry somewhere around here. And then, of course, my stop loss to be a little below that zone. Or I can even have my stop loss here. And of course, stretch this all the way to the top, okay? I can stretch this all the way to the top, right? Maybe somewhere around here, right, for safety zone. So this is 1:4.2, okay? 1:4.2. So this is what I'm expecting. My entry at around 1.06057, that is on AUDNZD, stop loss at 1.059007, and of course, take profit at 1.06411. This is giving us 4.2 RR, okay? Then the last trade setup I'll be giving to you is 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘. So this is something I'm also trading at the moment, okay? It's something I'm also looking at trading at the moment. Although yet to confirm for a sell on the 4-hourly time frame. But then on the 15 minutes time frame here, on the 15 minutes time frame, I can clearly see that, look, okay, at first, this has been effectively cleared out. Those of you that attended my live market session for Thursday, right, we took 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘 trade that gave us the massive profit. So let me take that out, okay? So apparently there had been a change of character. I expect a little bullish retracement and prices falling back below, right? So I would be working with apparently this particular order block here, right? And of course, prices should play around the zone, give me a confirmation for a sell, right? I am expecting prices to play around that zone, give me a confirmation for a sell, so that you can be able to take on this trade very simply, and this will present you a nice risk to reward. Right now, for now, I'm not going to be giving you any value for stop loss, take profit, and all that. I'm only telling you what's going to be happening because it has not fully played out here on 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘. So yes, on 𝗟𝗜𝗞𝗘, we will be expecting massive sell within this other 15 minutes order block, right? Look for a bearish confirmation, all right, using the CCI or so, and then enter your trade for a sell. Then the last that I'm going to be sharing with you today is the US30, okay? I'm going to be sharing that US30 with you today. So what's happening on US30? So let me just quickly show you guys what's happening on US30. So on US30, yes, we have this big range here. We have this big trend line channel, pardon me. We have this big trend line channel that has been respected, 1, and then again here 2, again here 3, and for the second time, yeah, it was coming back to the upper band of the trend line channel. All right. Although I've drawn a trend line which was also respected within this channel. So let's see that on the daily time frame. Within this channel, this trend line was respected, but then apparently I know that it's going to, for once, disrespect this trend line to be this bigger trend line channel, upper band or upper part of the trend line channel. So I want you to put your eyes closely on US30, right? Apparently it finds its way into 39532.35. Around that zone, look for a sell confirmation, and this is going to fetch real money. I hope that this week is going to be bullish for US30, so that it comes into our zone of interest or our point of interest. Then we look for the sell confirmation. I hope this video makes so much sense to you, and I hope it helps you make so much profit this week. Now, if you are new to this YouTube channel, there's a whole lot that is going on the channel. There's a lot of educational content that we've already put out on this channel, from strategies to how to confirm trade using the commodity channel index, to how to use the MT4, MT5 to trading view. A lot of hacks around forex and trading the financial market profitably. And of course, that's what we do at EQ Markets Global. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly do all to subscribe to the channel, then leave a thumbs up for me on this video. You could probably drop your questions for me as well on the video. I would love to see your questions, your comments as well, and answer to them. And of course, if you are not yet trading with our most preferred broker, please do so by going to the description part of this video, and you're going to see the link to the website, www.eqmarketsglobal.com. Simply go to our website, click on sign in, sign up, register an account, and then get a first-timer bonus of 30% of whatever you deposit. All right. And then not only that, we are going to put a call across to you and add you up to our premium community, where we share trade setups, trade ideas, and of course, drop signals, trading signals that are over 75% accurate as well. So see you on the other side, where we make so much money. Bye for now. Superstar traders, welcome back to EQ Markets Global YouTube channel, and this is where we share the weekly market outlook. Of course, you know how we